Hello, everyone. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and here's what's happening in LA this week. Los Angeles Police Department officers are always ready to answer a call, and when those calls are extraordinary, there are those who go above and beyond. A recent ceremony awarded medals of Valor and Purple Hearts to these dedicated police officers.
An individual had a gun on a woman. She was screaming for help that he was going to kill her. She came to the front door, able to get her out of harm's way. Suspect came out. We exchanged gunfire. I got the Medal of Valor and the Purple Heart for an incident that occurred almost 50 years ago this October.
This is our annual Above and Beyond. It allows us as a department to honor our Medal of Valor recipients, our Purple Heart medal recipients, and it's a day to reflect upon the outstanding valor, bravery, sacrifice that the men and women of this organization go out and do every day. What we showcase today occurs throughout the city, and the sacrifice and the dedication is something that is our hallmark, and I'm proud of them. Today we gave out 16 Medal of Valor. That is the department's highest award for bravery and valor. And we gave out 10 Purple Hearts, which is an injury that's a traumatic injury. We lost 2 of our recipients to the injuries suffered as a result of their police action and, again, the service of this city.
I'm retired, but I'm still a brother in blue, part of this department. And that's what it means to me. And I'm sure all my brothers and sisters feel the same way.
I highly recommend people to become police officers, to serve the community and do a good job and try to help people as much as you can.
Our men and women are here for them.
LA Public Library's central location became a cultural stage to celebrate all things Latino with the Los Angeles Libros Festival. There were authors, performances, sing-alongs, illustrations, and festivities galore. Step inside to see.
Bienvenidos a la Biblioteca Pública de Los Angeles. LA Libros Fest, we are welcoming everyone into this beautiful, beautiful central library. Every corner of the building is filled with programs, authors, illustrators, musicians. It is a celebration of Latino culture. We have individuals here from 9 different countries performing.
Well, it's a beautiful day, and I'm just so excited. And it's no surprise, our LA library staff does such a magnificent job producing events that are culturally relevant to so many populations across the city of Los Angeles, and that people can find that for free here at their local library.
When coming here to the Libros Festival, it's like family friendly, it's activities, there's the ones for the little ones, like there's like small little story times, I see a bunch of authors, I'm learning things about different cultures and all that. And then like for me, there's like arts and crafts, so I love the scavenger hunt, it's very fun, it's like a family activity. My family's liking it, I like it, it's my second year coming.
And move side to side, lado a lado. Muy bien, oh yes.
I'm a big proponent of literacy, especially in the Hispanic communities. I think we as Latinos need to read a lot more. People in general need to read a lot more, but I feel like this is a great event to promote that. I love reading, I'm a bookworm, so I just thought that this would be a fun event. I've already listened to a Grammy-winning singer, entertaining the children and adults by reading a book, singing songs, and it's just been really fun so far.
I'm just very excited to see so many families. We want to invite everyone to find themselves at their local public libraries.
LA Civil Rights Department celebrated its 2nd annual LA for All Week. And to show that this is a place for everyone, they lit up the city, literally. There were LA for All light displays to enjoy in 15 locations.
We are here at City Hall to celebrate the 2nd anniversary of the LA for All campaign. And we are going to take over the city of Los Angeles with the light of justice and equity tonight.
LA for All is why we are here today to celebrate our unity and also our resilience in fighting against hate.
Not only in our conversations and how we talk, we're addressing anti-hate and discrimination, but in our policy and how we move. And this event is just to show the community and the rest of Angelinos, like, we need to take action on this.
Pushing back against a lot of the hateful rhetoric that's going around the country. We need to lead by example and show that LA is for everyone.
We have a campaign to talk about a just and equitable Los Angeles. We want to send a message that we're beyond just merely fighting hate and discrimination. We want to be intentional to say we are lifting equity and justice in so many ways by helping people get to the middle class and beyond through our college and career work that we're doing, as well as the Law Day that's happening just next month.
We are here, there are resources, this is a place for you. The LA Civil and Human Rights Department has really been instrumental in ensuring that human rights and civil rights across the city are defended.
We are stepping up for Los Angeles by giving away $10.5 million to community-based organizations based on what community leaders are asking for. So tonight, we are here to celebrate the best of Los Angeles and to let our light shine bright from 15 locations and our hearts. LA is for everyone.
Now we are heading into the Jedi Zone. That's right, the Jobs and Economic Development Initiative. Council District 15 has 2 Jedi Zones, and they offer local industries some extra business support to keep them and their communities thriving.
We are in the 1-5, and we toured the 2 Jedi Zones that we have in the 15th District. And we've been able to go into a few of the businesses and the shops, speak to owners and operators about their experience in the shopping district, and also talk about the opportunities of the Jedi Zone. Jedi stands for Jobs and Economic Development Initiative. It's an initiative where we create the opportunity to establish a zone, typically around a shopping corridor, and create a jump start to improve the economic activity in that zone. And so the things that the Jedi Zone will focus on is, for example, if there's building code violations, we can provide help to make sure that we clear those violations. If there's difficulty getting access to capital, we can provide capital at very low interest rates. Again, it's just to jumpstart, to create an opportunity for businesses that might be struggling, might be on the edge, just turn the corner, sort of kickstart the local economy and create an opportunity to have a thriving zone.
Wilmington is a vibrant community. So as a business owner, as a family, we've invested our time and effort into the city of Wilmington, and we're glad to see that the city of LA is doing the same thing through the Jedi program. The city of Los Angeles has been supportive of us in every possible way, and so we greatly appreciate that and see the investment into the city.
Well, the Jedi program is involved here with a lot of businesses on Avalon. They help out, you know, if you need resources, like if you need a loan, they can get you a loan. If you need permits, they can help you with all that. Also, employees. They just told me they can hook me up with some employees, so that works out good too.
So we are a construction company. We do mainly residential and commercial. Right now we're trying to get an LLC through them, and they offered us credit, line of credit, and also like employees to help us out. So they've been wonderful. I would definitely strongly recommend any small business in the waterfront area to, you know, check you guys out and apply.
Well, it's a good thing because starting a business is difficult. If you have a little bit of help, it's gonna help.
You should absolutely, any business owner out there, if you're thinking about contacting the people of the Jedi program, please do so. We've done that, and we've succeeded in getting that support, and I hope that everyone makes use of that program and see how it might affect their business in a positive way.
So people who don't know about this program, you can go onto the city website and look for EWDD, which is Economic and Workforce Development Department. and you can look to see whether or not there's a Jedi Zone in your area and see if there's opportunities to connect with your local council office and EWDD to help your business thrive.
The Port of LA unveils its green shipping corridor plan. $30 million will go to upgrade bus shelters and the passing of U.S. Senator Dianne Feinstein. These stories up next on City Beat.
The Port of Los Angeles has unveiled its Green Shipping Corridor Implementation Outline, the first of its kind in the world. Partners in the Green Plan include the ports of Los Angeles, Long Beach, and Shanghai, as well as leading maritime carriers and key cargo owners. The partners will work to reduce carbon emissions on shipping across the Pacific Ocean Corridor with support from C40 Cities, a global network of almost 100 city mayors. Ports will invest in clean fuel infrastructure, while the carriers will use reduced carbon shipping to address the climate impacts of the industry. For more information, visit portoflosangeles.org/news. The Board of Public Works has received approval from LA City Council to use $30 million in loan funding for bus shelter upgrades. Funds from the Public Works Trust will be used as part of an overall plan to install 3,000 new bus shelters across Los Angeles in the next 5 years. Starting in 2024, the Los Angeles Bureau of Street Services will install 280 bus shelters, 230 of those will be replacements, and 50 bus shelters will go into new city locations. Funding will also go towards enhancing sidewalks and the surrounds of the shelters. These upgrades will be funded primarily from bus shelter advertising. For more information, visit lacity.gov/government. Los Angeles city flags were flown at half-mast to honor the late Dianne Feinstein, the U.S. Senator for California, who died at the age of 90. Feinstein won her seat in 1992 in a special election which made her the first woman senator for California. Feinstein was the first woman president of the San Francisco Board of Supervisors and later became the city's first woman mayor. In a distinguished political career, Feinstein led landmark legislation to create new California national parks and ban assault weapons.
Two phenomenal days of music, art, and history on display prove that Watts Towers was the place to be as the community presented its artistic festivals, the Day of the Drum and the Simon Rodia Jazz Festival, two festivals at one iconic spot over one weekend. Take a look.
These two festivals have been bringing to this community a lot of nurturing and love. The 41st annual Watts Towers Day of the Drum Festival and the 46th annual Simon Rodia Watts Towers Jazz Festival. They're festivals of the community. This is the second time we've been able to produce the festival since the pandemic, and we're very happy. You can see in the visitors' faces how relaxed they are, how comfortable they are, how nurtured they are. So we really think that these festivals are necessary for our community, for all of Los Angeles County, and for the world in general. We're very happy to present these events.
Inside the music is so much richness, you know, and there's a commonality that all human beings deal with in terms of music. And that has basically been the purpose of bringing this festival together for all these years. Musicians have a special role in society. They collect our emotions, they collect our stories, they collect our visions, they teach us about the past. All this is in sound. In the sound is so much richness. And when we bring these artists together like this, it's to give.
This year especially, we need a break. We need some love. We need to relax. We need some nurturing. And that's what this festival does for our community. It's all free. We don't have a lot of money, but because of our reputation and our history, musicians gladly work with us. Come to Watts and experience 2 phenomenal days of music, art, and history.
For other festival and event information in Council District 15, go to cd15.lacity.gov. The Day of Service named in honor of Tom LaBonge has continued to grow, with council districts hosting cleanups and community events. Ellie this week dropped into Council District 2 to see how they were marking the citywide Day of Service.
It's a beautiful day here in North Hollywood, and it's even more beautiful because we're here again for our annual Tom LaBonge Day of Service, which is being organized by the Civil and Human Rights and Equity Department. And it's a wonderful tribute to my late friend Tom LaBonge, who served this city for so many years with so much love and commitment and caring about people. And an event like this today gives all of us an opportunity to not only remember Tom and his legacy, but also to do things that lift up Los Angeles, that bring us together to help one another.
You actually have the experience of going out into the field and helping to clean. You're seeing firsthand, where maybe there are some different issues, and actually you also get the satisfaction of having the experience of completing a job. You see a problem and you fix a problem. Personally, that feels good to me.
Me gustaría aportar a la comunidad, mantener un ambiente más limpio para todos los ciudadanos, para los niños. Creo que es un esfuerzo muy importante, ya que nos beneficia a todos y se ve el interés, ¿verdad?, de las autoridades, porque los ciudadanos se sientan bien, cómodos y confortables donde están viviendo.
I'm really grateful that the people of this neighborhood have answered the call and shown up here for our Day of Service.
The next time there's an opportunity to come out into the community and to do some cleaning, to be of service, do it. It's a thing that feels great, it makes your community look better, and you'll enjoy it.
It's so simple, wanting to get to the other side of the road, and so dangerous when there isn't a signal. Community members in Sherman Oaks got together to raise the issue of pedestrian safety, and thanks to them, crossing safely now happens at the push of a button.
We're here right in front of Chabad of Sherman Oaks on Ventura Boulevard, corner of Lamona, and we're excited because we are doing the ribbon cutting for the opening of the new light. People are constantly using this street to cross to and from the synagogue, and it's always been a challenge. When there was no light, there was no chance to cross safely. People were constantly nearly hit, nearly run over. Moms had to grab their kids, pick them up, run to the side, and it was so stressful and frightening.
We are now able to enjoy brand new, full traffic signals to help people cross the street safely.
They do take a lot of funding to accomplish, so our DOT staff is very diligent about working for grant writing and other means to get the funding. And our community members here, raise this to the level to be looked at, which is also a crucial step in the process. We as an office just want to keep bringing as many signals as we can online to help make crossing as safe as possible.
From the 1920s, LA's Central Avenue was the epicenter of the West Coast jazz scene, and continuing that tradition is an important aspect of the 28th annual Central Avenue Jazz Festival. This year, it was back with live, in-person performances enjoyed by all.
So this is the 20th annual celebration, and we're just so very excited to talk about not only the history but the legacy. You know, a lot of us know that Central Avenue Jazz was the epicenter of West Coast jazz back in the 30s, 40s, 50s. And so that's exemplified by this lineup that we have today on not one but two stages of music. In addition, there are food booths available, there are information booths available, there are pavilions for health, youth, the arts, and business.
Well, I'm a jazz lover, but I like all music. You know, if it's good, it's good. You know what I mean? If it's junk, it's junk. To keep this tradition going, which most traditions are kind of like falling apart nowadays, to keep this tradition going, you know, it's a feat within itself.
This is my first time coming to the South Central Jazz Concert. I love jazz. It's really amazing and I'm having a good time.
You know, this is a great time for family and friends to get together. We've not done this in 4 years in person, so it's a chance to come back. It's a chance to reaffirm how important the arts is in our community, how important music is, and how important jazz is. And so we're happy to be here to celebrate all those.
In this week's feature story, our Maria Hallbrown was joined in studio by Father Greg Boyle of Homeboy Industries. He spoke about the changes he has seen in the LA gang landscape over the 35 years that Homeboy has been in operation.
Forgive everybody everything. Is it possible? Well, my guest today says that you should at least try. I'm delighted to be joined by the founder of Homeboy Industries, the remarkable Father Greg Boyle. So nice to have you here.
Good to be here.
The Homeboy Industries in the last, it's been around for the last 3 decades plus. How has the landscape of Los Angeles, in particular with gang life, changed from when you first were at St. Dolores Mission to what you see out there now?
Yeah, it certainly has changed. I mean, 35 years Homeboy Industries has been around, but I've been, closer to 40 years working with gang members.
Sure.
So it's nothing like the early days, 88 to 98, which was the decade of death. That was just horrifying. So though I'm still bearing kids, it's nothing compared to those days. Now there isn't very much memory of what that was like.
As far as the practical nature of everything, are you still able to get your hands on everything?
I have a very limited amount of juice left in my juice card, but I still, I'm emeritus. And then the homies have kind of stepped up. So, the executive, assistant executive director, vice presidents of programming, that kind of thing, they're all gang members who've come up through the program. And now they run the place. So if I step back, they'll step up.
How do you make sure that all those people that have been impacted, affected, stay that way?
Yeah, well, you don't.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little bit like rehab. Somebody goes to a rehab for drug addiction or alcohol, and, it's kind of on you. No amount of me wanting that guy to have a life is the same as that guy wanting to have a life. But then it becomes sort of part of the air you breathe. And then Homeboy is a touchstone. You come home as anyone would go home, to kind of revive a sense of belonging and I'm okay. And that happens all the time here.
If people want to learn more about what's happening with Homeboy Industries, what's the best way for them to find out everything?
Well, they can go to our website, homeboyindustries.org.
Mm-hmm.
You could go there, and then it could connect you to the Facebook page and all that stuff. This place stands for how complex human beings are, that indeed everybody is a whole lot more than the worst things they've ever done. And so we want to see people as God does, with the highest, deepest reverence for that complexity.
In this week's Things to Do, see a performance in Spanish of Yo Maté a Pancho Villa, enjoy events at the 50th Los Angeles Korean Festival, and learn about indigenous and native communities at the 17th Many Winters Gathering of Elders. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join Pancho Villa's character on stage as he recalls his glory days during the Mexican Revolution and debates returning to public life in Yo Maté a Pancho Villa. Known as the Mexican liberator, Pancho Villa became one of the most interesting and divisive characters in Mexican lore. The performances are completely in Spanish and take place at the Frida Kahlo Theater on 4th Street. See Yo Maté a Pancho Villa through October 15th. For more information, log on to fridakahlotheater.org. Join in the fun as Koreatown hosts the 50th Annual Los Angeles Korean Festival. See performances and exhibitions showcasing Korean culture, beauty, and traditional cuisine. Learn how to make Korean lotus flowers, craft a turtle ship, play traditional Korean games, and much more. Join the thousands of spectators who come to see the annual Korean parade down Olympic Boulevard. Don't miss the 50th Annual Los Angeles Korean Festival, over 4 days from October 12th through the 15th. Admission is free for all 4 days. For more details about festival events, visit lakoreanfestival.org. Join the Many Winters Gathering of Elders, taking place at Angels Gate Cultural Center. The gathering plays a vital role in the Los Angeles Native community's healing. This 4-day assembly gathers Native and Indigenous elders from local and regional tribes together to reclaim traditional spaces and heal from historical trauma. The gathering will be under an arbor, a traditional place of teaching and learning, where elders pass on their knowledge to the younger generation through oral tradition and ceremonies. The event is free, family-friendly, and open to the public. Join the 17th Many Winters Gathering of Elders from Thursday, October 12th through Sunday, October 15th at the Angels Gate Cultural Center. For more information, go to culturela.org. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this edition. I'm Natalia Bilbao, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. You can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org, and we're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.